Hey racers, JonRacer3 today, back for a battle of the hypercars. So you can see we have a lot of hypercars here from all sorts of brands. We have the hypercar collection with some Paganis, Bugatti, Ferrari FXXK. We also have some wheel riders with the Nissan Vision 2020 concept and the KOENIGSEGG Agera. We have some regular Hot Wheels like the Laferrari, Bugatti Veyron, Pagani Huayra, and more. Then we have another brand. We got Tomica with the Performante and the Centenario about to take on the track. And actually, we have a fantasy car about to take on the track. We have Exotique about to take on this 6-lane track. We'll start at the top, come down. We will be using only one lane for this, and it will be timed. As you can see, we have our timer right there. We have all of the cars up on the board. Who will clock the fastest time? We're gonna have to see. The way this is gonna work is every single car will go on the outside lane once. We will cut them in half depending on their times, and then we will go on the next lane, and that will be our champion. So take a good look at your cars. We have a whole bunch of brands here from a whole bunch of manufacturers. Start off with the fantasy car, Exotique. Let's see what time he'll clock in 3, 2, 1. And the timer is going to be 2.323. Very fast time for that car. Next up, we have the Nissan Vision 2020 concept wheel rider. Let's see how fast it goes in 3, 2, 1. Slow start from the get-go. Barely finishes with a time of 2.969. It's not a very good time for the Vision, but he's up on the board. Next up is going to be the Mazda Ferrari. Let's hope it doesn't explode on its run. Let's see how fast it actually is in 3, 2, 1. It's a pretty fast run for the car. It is a 2.504. Not as fast as Exotique, but faster than the Vision. On the board. Next up is the notorious Mclaren P1. Let's see how fast it'll take on this track in 3, 2, 1. Pretty fast run for the Mclaren, 2.490. Not as it is faster than the Ferrari. He'll be put in second place. We have our last solo manufacturer. We have the KOENIGSEGG Agera about to take on the track. It's a wheel rider. Let's see if we can beat the Vision in 3, 2, 1. Not as fast of a run. It barely clocks a time of 3.189. Our first 3-second time. It'll put him in last. Next car, we have the Lamborghini Veneno. Only 3 of them ever made. How fast is it in 3, 2, 1. And it clocks his time of a 2.396. That will put him in second place, just behind Exotique. You can see those times are very close. But the Veneno is definitely moving on. Next up, we have the new Lamborghini Aventador. How fast actually is it? We're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. Down the track he goes, 2.395. That is 1/1000th of a second faster than the Veneno. Just sneaks in second place. We've got the Lamborghini Centenario up next, one of my favorite Lamborghinis. How will it do? Because it is a Tomica car. Down the track. 3, 2, 1. Pretty fast time for a Tomica car, 2.524. Let's see what that puts him on the board. Looks like it's gonna go right behind the Ferrari. Not as fast as we thought, but still faster than the wheel riders. So as you can see, we actually have 8 cars already, so the Agera is going to be knocked out. The time to beat will be the 2.969 if you want to move on to the next round. Next up, we have the Lamborghini Huracan Performante from Tomica in yellow. How will it do? 3, 2, 1. There it goes. It clocks in a time of 2.582. That is slower than the Centenario, but still faster than the Vision, so it will be knocking out the Vision. Moving on. Our next cars are fast. We got some Ferraris. I don't know if these Lamborghinis stand a chance, but right now we have some dominant Hot Wheel Lamborghinis up there in second and third. Exotique still in the first place with a 2.323. No one has yet to beat that time. Let's see if any of these cars. Next up, we have a Ferrari FXXK. This is from the Hypercar collection from some Chinese brand I do not know the name of. This is our first of many. We have the Chiron and then 2 Paganis of this brand. Will it be faster than the real riders, or can they beat the Lamborghini? We'll have to see in 3, 2, 1. Very slow run for the Ferrari, but he manages to clock a time of 3.272. Slower than the real riders, so he is definitely not going to be making it into the next round. We've got the Ferrari Laferrari up next in red. How will it do against its Ferrari brother in 3, 2, 1. Pretty fast run by the Ferrari, 2.531. Looks like that is going to put him right behind the Centenario, but in front of the Huracan. So that is just barely knocking out the Huracan for the spot. Next, it is everyone's favorite car, the Bugatti Veyron, taking on the track for Team Bugatti in 3, 2, 1. It is very fast. The time to beat is a 2.531, and he pulls a 2.388. Not quite as fast as Exotique, but still very fast to get on the board. The Veyron's 2.388 is just enough to get in front of the Aventador's 2.395, putting him in second place and knocking the LaFerrari out. Wait, just kidding. I miscounted. Now we have 8 cars in the finals. And we're getting escaped out a little too early, but it doesn't matter anymore because now we have 8 cars. Next up is the feared Chiron. Can the Chiron pull a time faster than his FXXK brother? Because he's the same brand, he'll have to get into the finals in 3, 2, 1. And it looks like a DNF from the Chiron. Not able to make it on the board. That's just plain disappointing from Bugatti. Next up is the Pagani Huayra BC. Can he complete the course is the question in 3, 2, 1. Not even close. Not even as close as the Chiron made. So he is not going to be making it, and he will be put in last place. Not even a time. Our last car, the hypercar line, is the Zonda. It's pretty fast. How can it do? 3, 2, 1. It's going all the way. It is not going to make it. Sadly, the Zonda is not as fast as we thought. He got farther than the other Pagani brother, but did not get as far as the Bugatti. Another DNF. Our final competitor is the Pagani Huayra Roadster. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. .462 is enough to pass the LaFerrari. It is. The LaFerrari is going to get kicked out. Pagani's on to the next round. Here are your rankings. Excuse me, the cars in front are the cars that have moved on. And you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think we have any close battles to get a faster time on this track, so this will be your final results. In 16th, we have the Pagani Huayra BC. In 15th, we have the Pagani Zonda Cinque Roadster. In 14th, we have the Bugatti Chiron. In 13th, we have the Ferrari FXXK. In 12th, we have the Nissan Vision Concept. In 11th, we have the KOENIGSEGG Agera. In 10th, we have the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. And in 9th, the Hot Wheels LaFerrari. Then your finalists in 8th, we have the Lamborghini Centenario from Tomica. In 7th, we have the blue Mazda Furai, who actually did not end up blowing up. In 7th, we have the Mclaren P1. In 6th, we have the Pagani Huayra Roadster. In 4th, we had the Lamborghini Veneno in silver. In 3rd, we had the Lamborghini Aventador. In 2nd, the Bugatti Veyron. And in 1st place, the actual fantasy car we have, Exotique. Your fastest hypercar out of the bunch. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this hypercar matchup. If you want to see more videos with the timer system as used, make sure you like the video. If you want the timer used, go ahead and go to slotcardragon.com and look at their Hot Wheels stuff. Use code JonRacer3 for an extra 10% off. That is all I have for you today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and peace.